To protect us! From sanitation concerns! Hey!
Let it out! Let it out!
What is right? Shame! 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 Shame!
All right. That's what we like.
I'm Andrew's sister, Lisa. This is Andrew's first love, Aubert. I imagine several of you know Aubert personally, or at least know of him. Andrews was given Aubert by his father, Bodie. And when he saw him, Andrews simply said, "Oh, Bear." And thus the love was born. Who? Promise you won't forget about me ever. Not even when I'm 100. Who thought for a little? How old shall I be then? 99. Who nodded? I promise, he said. Still with his eyes on the world, Christopher Robin put out a hand and felt for Pooh's paw. Pooh, said Christopher Robin earnestly, if I'm not quite, he stopped and tried again. Pooh, whatever happens, you will understand, won't you? Understand what? Oh, nothing. Christopher Robin laughed and jumped to his feet. Come on. Where, said Pooh. Anywhere, said Christopher Robin.
I decided that Andrews lived all 9 of his lives, and there's enough stories to prove it. And by cat years, that makes him 350 years old. We all agreed this week that when you hear a story about Andrews that you think is too far-fetched to be believed, that you should believe it, because it's true. There's a lot of very far-fetched true stories about that man.
In fact, I remember the first time I brought Carla home, Carla met him, she couldn't believe that she was in a headlock as a 10-year-old. She didn't really know you had to be able to get out of the headlock in order to pass the test and we could move on in our relationship, but she pulled it off.
One of the medics comes like running into our tent screaming, Andy's bringing the sink in now, you have 5 minutes to figure out some way to get it in here, because it's coming.
He went up to the desk sergeant and said, "We want to bail out our sink." The desk sergeant was not amused. But we found the sink in solitary confinement, as he said. He made a big deal that there wasn't even a toaster oven to keep it company. And we loaded it up and took it back to his workplace, and on the way we were coming up with names and names and names, and we didn't get a good one until Andy said, Sinkerella.
The sink is something we really needed to occupy. We needed to clean our dishes. Andy had forced this great idea, and immediately he pulled out a notebook, which is completely blank because he didn't write anything, and he started drawing the design for the sink. And it's totally self-sufficient. Runs on gray water, and that's why it's here. There's a long history of the sink. We can talk to us later about it, but it means a lot to us and Andy.
It's awesome to see all the people's lives he touched. We only knew him for 6 months. Occupy time, that's a long time, but 6 months is still not enough. And I'm Native American, so when we like take a person's family and call it Taushpe, it's Lakota for like extended family. It means my extended family. So I'm gonna sing a song for him in honor of him. Talk for you,
Yeah, baby. Cheers.
Cheers.